Hey folks, and welcome back. Alright, I made a Barbarian build for this season, and so far I'm really liking it. Now it's a work in progress, obviously,
All hunters
but
beware. Turn back if you value your
definitely an interesting one. And I'm in tier 4 world, so I'm supposedly only gonna get Ancestrals. I'm still waiting for my Uber Uniques.
If you see one,
And
do not approach. Do not engage.
I'm gonna
Do
show you when
not
we get them
attack.
second, like
Turn back and
what
leave
I've been
as
doing
quietly
with
as
this
you
build.
can. Once
It's still a work in progress, but it's definitely
for themselves.
getting some good
Go
results
with you.
for the most part. I've had a couple snags here and there, but that's to be expected when you're experimenting. One of the big things I've noticed they've done this year's, or this season, this season was they changed all this tech reading things. Some of the affixes they've added was one of my favorite ones is Fury Generation for the Barbarian. And what that allows us to do is I can automatically start off whirlwinding. Because normally you'd have to build up Fury to be able to do some of your skills. Now, it doesn't mean that you can't. It doesn't mean that you can't run without a Fury generation. It just helps. And noticed that it's a lot more fun, like I used to have in D2 days, where I could constantly whirlwind. I'm sure you've heard me say that probably a million times. Like, alright, we get it. But, yeah, it's just like, you'll notice, because normally Fury Generation is when you're, when you attack something and you do damage. I think it's based off physical damage. But either way, sorry, something in my eye. So normally when you're having to hit things just to be able to do some of your skills, because this one costs 21 per second. But I think right now I'm only generating 6 or 7 per second. But then I also have items like Fury on Kill, or where am I going? Up that way. Okay, Fury on Kill, and then another thing that they did was a lot of life on kill and heal, life per second, and they brought back some of the old stuff that they didn't have right away in the first release of the game. So that's always nice. And then and I've noticed in this Paragon board, I don't think they ever had like right here, Fury on Kill. So I'm like, yeah, that's pretty interesting. So yeah, there's another Fury on Kill. So it's definitely, oh, I got another point. It's definitely doing some stuff, yeah. And I'm working my way over to this and this, so I'm kind of breaking into this area here. See, for every 570 Fury I spend, I gain 15% of my max life is Fortify. So I'm kind of doing like a Fortify, not really doing anything that barrier generation per se right now. But that would be a good thing that I'm working for. So those are always like works in progress. This is a tier 26 Nightmare dungeon, which, oops, which, to be honest with you, I've never gotten to 30 on any of the Nightmare Dungeons I've done. So, that'll be new. And I've never gotten, honestly, I never got a character to 100 either. So, I think 87 was the highest I've gotten on a character. So, for sure, this season has definitely made me get that as a goal accomplished. Like I'm doing a Thorns build, and what I've noticed with Thorns this time around is if anything hits you, it automatically takes that Thorns damage, whether they're distant or up close. And I'm like, okay. And then, so it's like even if I get in a group, if any of them hit me, most of the time they were just like one shot and killing them. So I'm like, oh man, this is gonna like clear out some groups of buddies, you know. And then there's something in there where the Thorns applies a bleed, and I've already got like bleed in some of my stuff. Should we try it? Yeah, let's go ahead and try it. So I just gotta make them survive, and I'm gonna see if it works. I'm just gonna whirlwind this entire group out, and I'm not gonna try not to use any other ability. So I'm like, we're gonna see like how long I can whirlwind. As long as I'm hitting stuff, whirlwind will definitely kick in. It's getting a little rougher. I might have to hit that, but I haven't done it all. So you'll see what this, at least this part of the build, is what I was trying to do. So, like, what I have in there is, you have a part of your whirlwind is, if, say, whirlwinded that entire event, so part of it is, like, whenever you hit something with your whirlwind, it generates your fury for you. So, as long as I can just keep hitting things, you can keep whirlwind going almost infinitely. And, so that was definitely a plus for me. So if spin to win is your thing, I'd say go for it. I still gotta find some more glyphs. Damn, I got more point? I didn't realize I leveled up twice. Okay, which one? I need to cut up this way. Okay. And wind power is our resource generation as well. So it would kind of behoove you if you were going, you know, to want to maintain as much fury as possible. Now the highest I think I've went is 14 waves on one of these types of events. We're already up to 8 now. This is almost the perfect position too, where it's located, because they're all kind of bottlenecked. If you get one of these in like an open area, then sometimes an enemy might run out a little bit further for some weird reason. And then you lose because this is on a timer situation, so if they cause one of the waves to not complete, messes with it. Up to 18. Oh, almost got 19 there. So, yeah, there we go. Yeah, I took a little damage there at the end, but as you can see, not too terribly. Did we get anything good? No. Yeah, so now we're level 70. We'll create our potions. What is that weird noise? Sounds like something's like stuck somewhere. Let's see, what do we got? Intelligence. Dexterity. Go dexterity. Strength. Yeah, another thing I kind of learned was the way that the thorns is, it's based off of your strength too. So like thorns right here, it says deals damage to attackers when hit by direct attacks, excludes attacks that are entirely damage over time. So like a DOT does damage to me, it doesn't count. And then damage dealt is affected by the skill damage increase from your strength. So your skill damage increase from your strength is 109% right now. So that said, it deals damage dealt is affected by the skill damage increase from your strength, but it doesn't tell me exactly what contribution that is. If it's 10% of that, or it doesn't really tell me. So that I don't know. But like life on hit 30, life per second 194. And my goal is to get this up higher, so that damage situation is going to be terrible. And then I started thinking about trying to start putting more elemental resists on here, so to get my, because like here, fire resistant negative. Oh, okay, I see. So why are those negative and these are positive? This value is capped at your maximum resistance. Oh, you currently have 42%. 42.6% fire resistance for bonuses and negative from penalties. What penalties do I have? I never paid attention to that before. No wonder why that stuff like hurts me. So how do you increase that then? Oh, that's just telling me that. No, yeah, there we go. So even here, there's a negative 50% bonus from penalties. Damn, what is making, is it that's just the way it's set up? I'm kind of confused on that now. Because I definitely have that in there to get a plus 6% resistance to all elements. Well, you know what? Let's not look a gift horse in the mouth here. But anyway. I mean, there are some enemies that I have difficulty with. Usually the shamans are the worst, because most of the time they're just regenning everybody. They're not actually contributing too much when it comes to my fury generations when my thorns working. So I'd say those are the only ones that kind of cause me issues. But there were times with the thorns build that I've got, like when I fought a big enemy, usually even as a barbarian, I would kind of struggle because they could do damage, but you've seen those two guys just took damage from hitting me. That's the thorns kicking in. Like I said, most of them, and they have to hit you. It ain't just them throwing. Now, these little things out here, I don't know if I've been affected by those either. Them little lightning ball charge things that they throw out. So we shall see. But here we are. We're going to fight this boss. And like hits me directly, you'll see him take some damage up there. Now, I'm not going to be chintzy and I'm not going to use any of my skills because we need to sit here and we need to get him knocked down. But as you can see, never stop whirlwinding on him. Alright, what goodies did we get? Some gloves and this and this and this and that thing and the other thing. Yeah, so. And that's another thing I definitely needed to work on in all the seasons. I never went around leveling up my glyphs. So I'm like, probably a good idea to do that. And if you're watching what I'm doing here, instead of going down and actually hitting this button, if you click on the left click on whatever one you want to upgrade, and then you right click, it does it for you. So instead of having to go down here, you can just stay up in this. Just a little thing that I was watching Riker was talking about. He pointed out that as an option. So I thought, oh, that's pretty cool. He's like, there's a lot of things they don't really tell you. You have to kind of discover it. And there you go. All right. So that was our Nightmare Dungeon, level 26. And our work in progress on our, I don't know, I'm still trying to think of a name, like Bloody Thorns or Pokey McJokey or something. I don't know, I was just trying to come up with some kind of like class name that would kind of fit and kind of have a pun to it and play on words and that sort of thing. But, alright, thanks for watching. I'll try to get a few more of these made now that I've getting some of the kinks worked out, but a lot of it I'll do off camera. But alright, thanks for watching, and you guys have a great day.